Morning Date. Welcome to another edition of Morning Date, a segment where I get to sit and chat with outstanding figures from all fields and all walks of life. And I'm going to say hello to our guest in just 1 second. But first, I have a quiz question for our listeners. Here it is. This word, the title of Samok's latest album, is used to describe something related to a characteristic of winter. Is it number 1, wintry, number 2, mystery, or number 3, sorcery? One more time, this word, the title of Samok's latest album, is used to describe something related to a characteristic of winter. Is it number 1, wintry, number 2, mystery, or number 3, sorcery? If you know the answer, put it on our Bundy board, use Kakao Talk, or text in on your cell phone, pounder sharp 1045 for 50 or 101, depending on the length of your text. We are giving away a guitar. Now, I have the pleasure of saying hello to a Korean-American singer-songwriter and multi-talented artist, Mr. Samok. Welcome to the program.
Hello, everyone. What's up?
Thanks for coming in and doing this morning.
Yes, it's great to be here. And also, I have to say, it's great to speak in English on a radio broadcast.
You're used to doing your interviews in Korean?
Yes, and my Korean is not very good, so I feel very comfortable.
Oh, well, let's get straight to it then. In case some of our listeners live under a musical rock, if you will, could you introduce yourself, please?
Yes, I am Samok. I am a singer-songwriter from Atlanta, Georgia, currently in Atlanta.
Yeah, so you moved over here to Korea at what point in your life?
So I still live in the States.
Oh, okay, you're here for a period of time this time.
So I usually come every year or so for a tour or some kind of show or something like that.
Right on. Yeah. And you're here this time, I'm guessing, to promote the new album, which came out last month, yeah?
Yes, my new album, Wintry, came out last month, and I also had a solo concert, my second solo concert ever in Seoul last month.
Oh, congratulations on both.
Yes, thank you.
How was the concert?
It was awesome.
Yeah?
It was great.
Was that in Hongdae then?
No, it was in Yonsei Daehakkyo.
Oh, cool.
So it was in their concert hall. So it was kind of like a jazz winter themed concert.
Yeah.
And so it felt very nice to be in a place where everyone's sitting. Because my first concert, everyone was standing up.
Yeah.
But this time it felt a lot more relaxed and a good vibe.
What does it feel like doing a concert over here versus doing a concert in the States?
I think the biggest thing is I feel like people are more listening to the music here, whereas in the States it feels like you want to just be more entertaining and kind of hyping up the crowd and that kind of thing.
Right on. Well, we're going to talk about the new album in just a sec. You've made a really nice name for yourself over here, though. Your album, Stages and Gray, reached number 1 and number 2 on the iTunes Japan hip-hop chart. You've also been featured on Yoo Hee-yeol's Sketchbook, won the K. You've been on various radio and, I believe, TV stations here as well, here in Korea.
Yes.
So did you foresee this success when you were starting out in Atlanta? Did you see the overseas success?
No, I did not at all. It's just been a crazy ride and a big surprise to me, even to this day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The new album, November 9th, it came out, right?
Yes.
Tell us about it.
Correct. So I've always wanted to make an album that someone could listen to every year, whenever the season came.
Okay.
And one of my favorite seasons is the winter season because of all the music that's associated to it and all the sights and the sounds and those kinds of things. And so in my head, I was like, man, I would really love to hear songs about the winter season and Christmas and Advent and New Year's. And so I decided, hey, why not just make one for myself and be able to share with other people.
I'm guessing maybe because you're from Atlanta, Georgia, there really isn't a snowy, wintry season, is there?
No, there wasn't. I actually grew up in the DC area, and so I did grow up around a lot of snow and blizzards and those kinds of things. But definitely in Atlanta, there is no snow.
Yeah, right.
I miss that.
Speaking of growing up in Washington, D.C. and in Georgia, you came from a really musical family, right? You have an opera singer in your family.
Yes, I do. My mother.
Unbelievable.
Yeah. She's amazing.
So what was it? So what was it like growing up with such a musically talented mom, and then maybe wanting to go into music yourself? Was there a little bit of pressure? Did you put pressure on yourself to be as good as your mom, if you will?
Well, I think to this day, I'm still not as good as her. So it's kind of like I've accepted the reality that I'll never be as good as she is.
Okay.
She's just amazing. She graduated from Seoul University with a vocal performance master. So she's extremely talented in what she does. But I remember as a kid, I would wake up from my naps and stuff hearing my mom play piano and sing and those kinds of things. And so I think music was embedded into me from a young age. I didn't think I was going to do music until I was in school, in high school.
Did she push you into music, or was she trying to push you away from music, or in between?
Yeah, I
Neutral?
don't think either. It was more, she just knew that music is a very important thing for people to have to enrich their lives. And so because of that, I think she wanted me to learn a lot of music since I was young, just so that I would have that basis to enrich my life with.
Well, I mean, music has been a huge part of your life since you did get started with it in high school. You became involved in a musical in high school by mistake, is that correct? By accident somehow?
Yes, I was peer pressured into it.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh my goodness. Do you owe those guys or those
I kind
girls
of
a
do.
huge thank
yeah,
you?
I kind of do. I think I should thank them later, but yeah, so what happened was from freshman year to sophomore year, my first year to second year, I transferred high schools, because my neighborhood got redistricted. But fortunately for me, my close friends were all in this neighborhood. And so we all got redistricted together, and they figured that it would be a good idea to get connected to the school by doing this musical together. And I'm like the most introverted one out of the crew. And so I was like, I don't want to do this. I'm not going to do this. It's too much pressure.
But did you know you could sing at that time?
I didn't actually.
Oh, really?
So they kind of egged me on to do it, and I was like, all right, I'll do it. And so what happened was during the audition process, that was when I realized that I had a knack for things that are musical, because I realized that I could catch on to melodies and these kinds of things that other people weren't able to catch on as quickly. And so that was when I first became open to the idea of doing music, was after they peer pressured me into doing this musical.
Are you still friends with those people?
Yes.
Have you ever said, hey, thanks for making me do that?
No, but I definitely should.
You
Yes.
should. That would be a nice little Christmas gift for them this
For
year,
sure.
right?
Yes.
What else have you been involved in? 2 jazz bands.
Yes.
You were a clarinetist?
Yes, since I was 12 years old.
You're in a marching band. You were on the drum line.
Yes.
You were in 2 a cappella groups. You were in 2 choir groups. And you were involved in other musicals and dancing and acting as well. So once that first musical was under the belt, you were off and running.
Yeah, that's kind of my Pandora's box of music.
Yeah, because then when you went to school, you went to the University of Maryland, and you got your bachelor's in music technology.
Yes.
And that's when you kind of turned into an artist, if you will.
Yes, definitely.
You're going to sing a song for us today.
I am.
Tell us about it.
This song is called Winter Has Come, and it's the title track from my album Wintry.
Fantastic. What's the song about? Where did the inspiration come from for it?
It's basically about noticing the changes in the season and the signs of winter that you see physically around you.
Live in the studio from his newly released album that came out just last month, Winter Has Come.
Here we go. Trees are barren and it's nippy outside. Bears are sleeping and the birds have taken flight. The folks are covered head to toe, trying to keep warm from all the cold. Birdies ain't chirping in the morning, so now I will sing their notes. Yes, we know that winter has come today. Winter is here to stay. Winter has come and I am waiting for it to snow. And with you by my side, I'll stay warm. Take it away. skies are cloudy. Can you feel the cold bite? Indoors we're rowdy, from dawn until the dark of night. People seem bitter and moods are cold. Weather and feelings, friends of old. So we gotta stick together because we know how the story goes. Yes, we know that winter has come today. Winter is here to stay. Winter has come and I am waiting for it to snow. And with you by my side, yeah, I'll stay warm. One more time. Winter has come today. Winter is here to stay. Winter has come and I'm waiting for it to snow. And with you by my side, I'll stay home.
Oh, that's good stuff, Sam.
Thank you very much.
Winter has come. It's like, if I hope this isn't insulting, it's like Jason Mraz and Michael Bublé had a baby.
That's awesome.
And it's a perfect little jazz singer. Have you heard those comparisons before?
I've heard Jason Mraz.
Yeah?
Yeah, actually, yeah, I have.
Yeah.
Yeah, both of them.
That was really nice. Thank you. You have
Thank
a
you very
lot of
much.
messages from our listeners. Let's see. Im Hyojin Nim says, thank you for being here with us early in the morning. Your voice is so soft and attractive.
Wow, thank you.
Kwon Sujin Nim says, wonderful song. I'm going to get your new album.
Oh, my goodness. Wow.
That's the biggest compliment of all,
Yes,
right?
that's awesome.
Im Soo-jong Nim from Kakao Talk. Oh my gosh, Sam, you are so good. I thought you were going to rap or something. I love your sweet voice.
Yes, I'm known to do that from time to time, too.
Yeah,
Yes.
you do like to mix it up, don't you?
I do. I see a lot of musical aspects as like, different colors and textures, and I like putting them all together.
I was listening to one of your songs this morning in the car on the way here, and I apologize, the title escapes me. But there was some hip hop in there, and you were talking about colors and actually in the lyrics,
yeah.
how they represent different things for you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what are you going to do next then? Are you going to stick with it? Because this album is kind of a jazzy feel too, doesn't it?
Yes. It's pretty much like the Christmas jazz album I always wanted to make.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool. So what's next? Have you already started working on something else?
Yes, so I've started to work on a new solo album to come out next year. I don't know when next year, but I'm very excited to work on that. It's definitely going to be more of like singing and R&B than rapping this time, but I'm definitely looking forward to it.
So is that to say then that each time you work on something new, you plan to not reinvent yourself, but put a different twist on the album than
Yes.
something previously that
Yes,
you've done?
I definitely like to take myself to slightly different directions
Yeah.
whenever I start to create something.
That's cool. So the shows here are all finished now? Are you heading back soon?
So I'm in a group called Amp Movement. We're a rap group, and we have a few shows up until Christmas Eve. And Christmas Eve, we're flying back home to spend the holidays with
Well,
family.
tell us about the shows that are coming up so our listeners can go check it out.
Yes, so this Sunday I have a show with my friend Jay Han at Ocean City Church. It's going to be on Facebook. And then we have shows on the 23rd of December.
Very nice.
In Hongdae.
Very nice. Oh, and then you're flying back just for Christmas.
Yes.
Just in time for Christmas.
Yes.
Fantastic. Well, thank you so much for being here and singing for us today.
Yes, my pleasure.
Can I ask you how you get revenge on someone before you leave?
So it's kind of bad because
Do you have a story?
I don't seek active revenge, but what I do is like in my head, I start thinking like really negative and spiteful thoughts of people, and
Yeah.
I just hope that something bad happens to them. But then if something bad happens to them, I immediately regret it. Like I feel really bad afterwards.
Have you ever written a song about a girl with maybe a revenge a little bit in mind?
I've definitely written lyrics out of emotion.
Yeah.
That from someone who has rocked me before.
Have those lyrics ever appeared in a song on an album somewhere?
They probably have. They have, but in very, I guess, contrived ways.
Understood.
They're not very direct, but it's more like, I'm just
Art-
expressing my frustration.
Art is subjective too,
Yes.
isn't it? One last message for you, Sam. Ha Young Kyung-nim says, I'm dying to listen to more of Sam's songs.
Oh, thank you. Well, you can find all my songs online, so.
Please do tell us where.
Yes, you can find it in any major musical outlet. So in Korea, it's Melon and Naver and iTunes, and in the States, you can get it, almost anywhere you can get music.
Well, once again, the new album came out just last month on the 9th of November. It is called
Wintry.
And you can find that online, and you can find Sam Ock on Facebook as well for more information about him as an artist. And, by the way, that is the answer to our quiz question today. This word, the title of Sam Ock's latest album, is used to describe something related to a characteristic of winter. Wintry, number one, was the answer, and the guitar is going to Shim Yun Hee Nim. Congratulations to you. Sam Ock, thank you so much for coming to Morning Special today. Happy holidays to you. Have the best shows while you're here in Korea, and safe travels back to the States. And if you ever come back, please do say hi again.
Thank you very much, everyone. Have a Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays.
Sam Ock, thank you so much.